Hi there. This lesson I think is very, very important. I think it's something that can really help you make a breakthrough in your playing. I'm going to show you now one of the absolute fundamental cores of my playing. It is reasonably widely known, I think, amongst classical musicians, and it's not a secret, but it's also something I stumbled upon of my own many years of learning and practicing and journeying. So I won't bore you with an introduction. I'm talking about the concept of aiming for a note, as I like to call it. Let's imagine we're in A, I'm playing, and this also I want to say, because I've been playing electric guitar lately quite a bit, but this lesson is mainly known for nylon string guitar lessons. What I'm going to teach you is directly relevant to all styles of guitar. So don't turn off because you see me with my electric guitar today, please. This can work on anything. In fact, any stringed instrument, even every instrument. So there's an A note. I think it's an A note. It sounds a tiny bit funny with the tuning, but I can still teach you. At the 12th fret, there's also an A note. This concept that I call it aiming for a note. So let's imagine we're in a band or in a playing situation. An A chord is being played, or an A minor. Could be another guitarist, could be a keyboard player, could be a loop, could even just be in your head. What we're going to do is use the open string and the 12th note, which are octaves. So you've got an A string and an A note, 12 frets up. We're going to use what I call color notes, or basically other notes from a scale that we're choosing, to make a riff. And the riff is essentially just based around that one note, the A, because we're aiming for the note. So we're going to play other notes and aim always back to the A. So simple version. So up on there, on the string, 0, 10, 12, 0, 13, 12. You'll notice both those little licks, 0, 10, 12, 0, 13, they end on the 12. They're aiming for the A. I love to do this kind of stuff. You can get some really good effects. So that's one of the most common rock and roll sounds you'll ever hear. That 0, 10, 12. With that slide. It's very Metallica, the Outlaw Torn. They don't do it on the A string, but that kind of sound, very common. And you can do stuff like with the open string. Just cycling between the target note, in this case the A, and other notes. One thing I love to do is like, I might use the A, the B, C, so that's like a bit of an A minor thing. I won't use the picking in case you're not ready for that. So I've gone open A, open B, open C, open B, open A. Always back to the A, we're heading back to that note. Those notes are 12, 14, 15, 14, 12. Or I might go 12, 14, 15, 17, 15, 14, 12. So one of the things I love to do is have a scale along one string. In this case, we've played a good part of that scale, so I might as well finish it. And I'll use some notes below the root. This is important. Some notes will be below the root, some notes will be above the root. So in that case, A, let's just, for fun, say I'm going to do A at the 12th fret, G at the 10th fret, F at the 8th fret, E at the 7th fret. Landing on the A. Now is the time I'll say that you don't every single time need to land on your root note. The concept is just that you can wave away from your root note and kind of meander around. And if you head back towards it or on it, you're pretty much in home territory. Or you can land on a new note. There might be a new chord or a color tone that you want to get. So nothing I ever teach you is a hard and fast rule. Nothing anyone ever teaches you is a hard and fast rule. If you didn't know already from watching this channel for some time, the concept of my channel is to give you concepts, guidelines, and ideas and little fragments of information, and then you take them and you go and expand your playing. So I'm not here to tell you exactly how to do it. I'm just here to show you an idea that might create your own idea. That's what I hoped for. That's what I'm aiming for here. So the notes we agreed on. If we start on the root note, we're going to go 12, 10, 8, 7, and I'm going to finish the scale the other half, 12, 14, 15, 17. And then if I went up to 19, that's the E, which is the octave of the E that I've already used, the 7 and the 19. So we've got a scale. And I'm going to use this concept of heading towards the home note, which is the A. You can see I have great freedom. I have great freedom within the scale to improvise, to move around that scale and use the open string as a pedal tone. And as long as I land back on that A note, I'm pretty sure I can tie my lick up in a nice melodic way. For some of you, this concept might be so basic it's not even worth talking about. For others, you may have an aha moment, which is what I'm aiming for. And you are the people I'm speaking to right now. It's that idea that we can create melodic shapes with really not that much melodic information. Basically, a few notes and a concept where we're going to have a rhythmic melody coming back to that root note. So that's the concept. I hope you get it. I hope something clicked. And if today's lesson wasn't for you, I hope tomorrow's lesson is for you, or previous lessons that I posted are for you. One more thing I'll just quickly mention, just to show it in action. There's a song by my group Calidad where I perform this exact concept almost for the entire song. The chords of that song are A minor, E, A minor, E, D minor, A minor, D minor, E. And the reason I chose those chords in the first place was because A minor has an open string, a low open string, E has an open string, and D minor, has an open string. So for the whole verse of that song, the song's called Amigos Glorious, Amigos Victorious. Let me quickly play you my part, not to show off, just because I think it's a good example of how I use this at least. So when I'm on the A chord, see that lick? I go from the 10 to the 13 to landing on the 12. Then on the low E string, when the chord changes to E, I do almost exactly the same thing. And that shape where I go D, F, E is a perfect example of moving around but ending on the root. Then we jump to the D. And I can improvise within the pattern. I'm always aiming for that D. Now I'm aiming for the E because I'm on the E string. So I hope I didn't lose you there actually, but I just wanted to show you the concept. So the lesson to take away today is that we can play a scale on one string with an open string in between, meander around, and as long as we aim for the root note, we will probably land on safe musical territory that will sound good and sound complete. I hope that works for you. I hope you pick up your guitar now, you turn off your phone or your computer, you pick up your guitar and you play something you've never played before. That's what I hope for. Thank you so much.